So we're at part 3 now of the Innovation, Learning, and Leadership initiative that I've kind of put myself into. And since the last time I spoke to you, the grade 3 teacher who was starting to explore Tinkercad and 3D printing with his students, he has continued to allow his students to work with Tinkercad and kind of play around with the software. But he kind of decided to take things in a different direction. So we were talking one day about how he could use the 3D printer to produce something, to create something to use with his students to help them learn. And then he thought that in science, he's going to be talking about structures soon and materials, what makes structures strong, what makes them weak. And so he went online and he found a really cool earthquake table, a shaker table, that then he talked to me about helping him print. And so he's now going to use that item with his classroom to teach his students about strong and stable structures. And so he was actually able to create a resource, like something that a tangible one that he could hold in his hands and use to teach his kids about science, but also to show them the power of the 3D printer and how he was able to use it to create something to help them with their learning. Shifting gears away from the grade 3 teacher to the grade 2 teacher, today I took the 3D printer into her classroom and I hit start. I had pre-programmed something in there for her students to see how the machine works. So the last time I visited them, I introduced the whole idea to them. And it's really cool. Every day when I see them outside, when I'm on yard duty, they ask me about it. They ask me when I'm coming back. And my response to them was, talk to your teacher and get her to start going down this road. So kind of hound her into it. And they've been doing that. So today I went into their classroom. I rolled the 3D printer in. And basically I said, I've got a file on the SD card. And I'm going to put it in the machine. I'm going to hit print. And then when it's over, I'm going to come back and see you. And I'm going to take it out and I'm going to talk to you about what you saw the printer doing, what we created for your teacher, and then kind of what they want to do with it. I'm even thinking about spending a little bit more time with the grade 2s in terms of, maybe having like a recess time to sit in with computers and Chromebooks and have them I'll take them through the creation process, the design process, so that they can do it and their teacher doesn't feel like she's losing out on instructional time by doing it in her classroom. I think that for some people, they require that next level. I would call it kind of helping them move into an area that they're not comfortable with in a safe way so that they don't feel like they're losing out on other things that they feel are more important. But I think that if I do this, if I try this, then it might show them the value of it, and then they can start to see more connections. So I think with respect to that classroom, I think I would like to spend a little bit more time, my time, working with those students to help them move a little bit in that direction. And the really cool thing that happened today was that when I was moving the 3D printer into the grade 2 classroom, the grade 1 teacher next door saw it and came over and said, "What is this?" And so then I got to explain that it was a 3D printer. The school owns it. It's for everybody to use. And then I told her what I was doing in the grade 2 classroom, and she was really excited. She asked if I'd be willing to come into her classroom and do the same kind of thing with her grade 1s. So again, for me, that's exciting because it's about the teacher wanting to check it out, wanting to expose the students to it. And so that's my update for today. The March break is coming up in a couple of days. And so I've been able to kind of produce, 3 artifacts of my experience trying to be a leader around innovation in my school with the teachers around me, the people who are interested. Like I said in the last video, I've had people show interest, but then when I've said to them, okay, I can come in now and help out, I've not had anybody say, well, I've had some people say nothing. They've just left it alone. And so I've decided to move on from those people. I've decided to continue to go down the road of people who see it and are interested in and say I can come in. I'm just going to go into their rooms. I'm not going to go back and ask the people that originally were interested if I could come in. I feel like I'm kind of hounding them. And the beauty of my role as a classroom teacher at school is that it's not my role to hound them and to get into their rooms. And so I see it as an opportunity for me to continue to work with people who are interested. And if those people who aren't showing an interest right now, if they decide later on they want to talk about it or get into it, I'm cool with that. But I've decided to back off of those people and to put my time into the people that are like wanting to do it right now in real time. So that's my report for today.